Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cardaholics of all ages, welcome back to Big House Cards, and thank you so much for watching. And in today's episode of Talking Cards, I'll call it a mini rant, but also just some things that I've noticed, and call it what you will. But I want to talk about the recent changes that have happened to Walmart, specifically with their cards, of course, and the change in the vendors. So let me give you a little bit of a timeline, and I will give you a disclaimer at the end of that, and then I'll talk about it. So the timeline, from what I understand it, is MJ Holdings is the company that gets the cards to Walmart. They are the ones that you see those boxes that say MJ Holdings. That's the company. They're the ones that actually do the distributing of the cards to Walmart. From what I had always thought, it was an MJ Holdings employee who was actually the vendor, the one who would put the cards out on the shelves. From what I know now, I believe that was Anderson, another company who actually acts as the vendor. So for the longest time, Anderson vendors would go to Walmart's, get the MJ Holdings boxes, and put them out on, put the cards out on the shelf. They do other stock as well. I believe they also do gift cards. At least I've seen my sports card vendors in Charlotte doing the gift cards. So I think they kind of do tandem. I think it was beginning of June, we found out that Anderson would no longer be stocking sports cards, and it was going to go to Premium Retail Services. They also do a bunch of other stocking at Walmart. I'm not 100% certain what, maybe toys, but that's beside the point. The point is that they changed these vendors. So gradually throughout the month of June, Walmarts were going to be showing, the Anderson vendors were going to show the PRS vendors how to stock the cards and how to take the picture and make sure everything was all good to go. So I've seen a lot of people frustrated. So that was my little brief intro to what's happened. My disclaimer on this is I am speaking from what I've seen here in Charlotte and what I've seen online. This is not universal, but just more localized to me in my own experience, and also talking about a couple of other people's experiences online. So let me get that disclaimer there before people jump to the dislike button. So far, Premium Retail Services has sucked. Like, oh my gosh. A lot of people online have said that they're putting out less product. I've also seen that to be true at one Walmart that has actually stocked since they switched, and that's mine. There's a couple of other Walmarts that I've visited who, they've had some stock, but it's like nothing compared to what it was before. And it's at weird times. There's one Walmart who now stocks Saturday mornings, which never usually happens. Mine stocks, I want to say, Friday mornings lately, but it's not even every week. And then there's like 5 or 6 other Walmarts in the area. I don't waste gas going to all of them, I promise. But I have friends who go there and they don't, nothing has stocked in Charlotte. Like, it's abysmal right now. The Target vendor, who's a different company, is Excel. They just stocked yesterday, at least as time of recording. And that was after a 2-week hiatus. So I don't know what's going on with vendors and restocking sports cards, but it's been pretty bad. Like, especially for Premium Retail Services. Premium? I'd change your name. Like, it just has not been good. There have been people online who have tried to provide some clarification. One of the things that I found most interesting is that somebody said that these PRS vendors only have an hour and 15 minutes to stock the cards. An hour and 15 minutes sometimes isn't enough to clean up the mess that people make at Walmart. Like, especially if you're in like a bigger city or it's an area with some theft, like, it's just not enough time to do this stocking that's supposed to be done. And to top it all off, there's still backdoor going on. Now, this is actually true. I have a friend who lives in the area. We've never actually met, but we met on Twitter. And he went to his Walmart maybe 30 minutes away from where I live. And when he got there, there was a guy leaving the Walmart with a cart full of Prism. I mean, like, boxes upon boxes upon boxes of Prism football. And after discussion, like talking to the guy, my friend determined he used his wife's MJ Holdings or Anderson vendor badge to go into the back of Walmart, open the boxes of MJ Holdings, and buy all the Prism so he can resell it. I mean, first of all, if you've watched any Prism online, the hits are few and far between. And even then, as I've said before, the more that gets opened, the lower the prices are going to be. So your rate of return is gradually decreasing. It's this whole retail card thing right now, the switch. I wish it didn't happen. I mean, it clearly is just happening because it's a cost-saving maneuver. I've heard that Walmart wasn't happy with Anderson or MJ wasn't happy with Anderson. The whole thing is a bit convoluted, but the point remains. So far, Premium Retail Services has been absolutely dreadful, specifically in the Charlotte area. I don't know how it's been near you. If it's been better than my experience, please shed some light so I'm not just crapping on this company for no reason. But in the Charlotte area, it has been terrible. I wish that this switch never took place. And if it had to take place, at least do some better training with these new vendors. Like, take a couple of times, show them how to do it, make them do it. Like, the switch just happened out of nowhere. And now it feels like a lot of the collectors are paying the price. And it's been just frustrating. You know, I'm not in, I guess I'll call it retail card purgatory, so to speak, because there are other places where if I need to get something or feel the urge to rip something, I can go get something. I'm 10 minutes away from a hobby shop, so it's not like I'm starving for cards. But it's definitely been frustrating to walk into my Walmart and see empty shelves time and time and time again. And if there is anything on the shelves, it's that wild card crap or the Topps Match Attacks soccer that nobody buys. And it never goes anywhere because they refuse to take it down for whatever reason. I don't know the reasons why. So it's definitely just been really, really frustrating lately in Charlotte. I don't know if it's been different for anybody else, but the consensus online, at least in a lot of people who I follow on Twitter, has been that this whole switch has been an absolute disaster. Premium Retail Services, if you somehow are watching this video, you gotta do better. You've got to do better. You gotta give your vendors more time to do this stuff. You gotta do some checks on who they are. You have to have Walmarts lock up the cards so that people can't backdoor it anymore. And we have to do better. Because we cannot go back to 2020. We just can't. It's, especially with as many football releases and basketball releases as are coming up right now, we're already in the middle of Prism season. Get ready for Prism basketball season, which is going to be another nightmare. Optic football season. Like, there's just so many products coming out that are going to have line after line of flippers and scalpers and collectors who try to get something. It's just going to be an utter crap show. So Premium Retail Services, do better, plan better, make the transition better, give your people more time to do this thing. Because this is unacceptable. Sorry for being a Karen if my complaint is that. Again, I am speaking to what I see in Charlotte. But based on what I'm seeing, there needs to be some kind of better change because this is not going to work. This just is not going to work. Again, if you guys have had a better experience in your area with the new Switch, let me know so I'm not just crapping on this company for nothing. Thanks for listening to me rant. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like on the video. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. And until next time, bye-bye.